So, doing a vlog for the first time ever. Here we are. Welcome. This is my vlog, DeadPan Dan or Dan Morris, aka Circular Vash, all those different names you might know me of. So, here I am recording a vlog. Let's go. All right, so this is here it is. This is what this is. This is me recording myself talking about any particular subjects in general, just for 10 minutes. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to talk to you and share with you guys some of my thoughts and opinions and things. And for this first episode, I'm going to do a little bit more of a just kind of describing what this is and why I'm doing it. I might go off on some random tangents or something along those lines, but we'll see what happens. So the focus of this video and this whole thing I'm doing right now is to help me learn a better way to engage and talk to the camera. That's not something I generally do. So a lot of you might know me either from the Replayer podcast that I do with Pagan McGrath, and or the YouTube channel that this video is on, DeadPan Gaming. That's the YouTube channel that I started and kind of developed and grew into what it is now with my partner Brandy, and how we are trying to evolve and grow this channel. And one of the things that I want to do is develop my own ability to speak, to share my thoughts and opinions. And I already do that a lot. Yes, I know, on my podcasts. And I thought that one of the best ways for me to help learn and develop my own abilities and skills is to challenge myself to do a vlog. It's not something that I've ever done before. It's not something I've ever thought about being an option for me, because I've always been that type of person that thinks nobody's going to want to listen to me talk for any extended period of time. So why the hell would anyone listen to me talking in a video for too long? Anyways, the further meaning there is I want this to be a platform for me to share some of my thoughts, opinions, perspectives, as well as get me to learn how to do this a little better. Make sure I'm talking to you, the audience, talking through to the camera and not looking at my screens that I'm looking at in front of me. The screens are the enemy. I need to be looking at you. So with that, I don't really have any particular things in mind right now, but that's not to say that I won't talk about certain perspectives or topics, mostly gaming focused, like the Last of Us 1 remaster that was reported on about 2 weeks ago. You know, I've got lots of thoughts and feelings about that. Twofold. It's a good thing because The Last of Us is an amazing game, and a remaster could be epic and truly amazing, and it'll have its benefits, it'll have its positives, but I look at the deeper message that's in these reports about this remaster, that, you know, the studio that was working on it had to go through a lot of ups and downs, and then there's the talks of studios like Sony Bend, who wanted to make a Days Gone 2, and that ultimately got crushed by Sony, and they want Sony Bend working more as a support studio, and that might not be the full truth. We don't know. A lot of these reports are more alleged. Sony hasn't confirmed or not denied them, but either way, that to me kind of stinks. I think innovation is the best thing. I think studios being able to try new things and grow is one of the ways we get better games, and not every game that comes out of a studio is going to be a Last of Us or an Uncharted. And some studios, they need time to figure that out. Like Naughty Dog's had years and years and years to figure out how to make the games that they make. Naughty Dog's been around since the late 80s, early 90s, and they're most famously known for, of course, Crash Bandicoot. They had a lot of time to practice and get good and develop their games between like Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter. And then we got Uncharted. And the first Uncharted is definitely not faultless. It's not flawless. It has plenty of problems. You know, not everybody sees the first Uncharted as the crown glory or anything. But, Naughty Dog is the prestige studio that it is now because it's had decades to fine-tune its craft. Something like Sony Bend has not. And I think although Days Gone to me isn't a great game, it's still pretty good. I believe it definitely deserves a chance at doing a sequel. So I would have liked to see that studio get another crack at making a sequel. And then on the flip side of that, you've got Microsoft picking up and acquiring studios, or at least supporting studios, even without acquiring them, and basically saying, here, we'll front the development costs for you to make your game. We're not going to tell you how to make it. We're not going to control, the direction, and give those studios what they need to make the game they want to make. And it's weird to see the two sides of those, platforms going that way. Anyways, I'm not here to take a stand or a platform. I like all games. I think all video games are great. I've been a fan of every video game and every video game system for as long as I can remember. I've had the Nintendo, then the PlayStation, then the Xbox, and I became fans of those consoles in that order. It happens to be I generally support the Xbox more because that's where I like to play. But I still love what Nintendo's doing. I still have my Nintendo Switch. I still buy games for my Nintendo Switch. I have my PlayStation. I've got a PlayStation 5, and I still like the big games that are coming out for that system. I'm not as big of a fan of the ecosystem. I'm not a big a fan of the UI and how things are presented to me there. But it's all personal opinion. That's personal perspective. I understand everyone's got their own opinion, and I'm not going to say one person's right or wrong. That's just silly and ignorant. And what truly matters to me is that we get great, amazing games that everyone can enjoy as much as they want, wherever they want. And that's where crossplay is becoming a big factor for me. I love crossplay because, a lot of people have their line in the sand where they're only Xbox or they're only PlayStation or they're only PC. And the more games that support crossplay, the less of a line in the sand you need, especially because if I buy a new game that I want to play with my friends because it's got online, co-op, multiplayer, what have you, if it's got crossplay, it's just that much easier and better for me to say, okay, I'm going to buy the game where I want it and have it, and my friends can buy it and play it where they want it, and we can still play together. And it's frustrating to not have that, especially when people want to play the new Call of Duty or Rainbow Six on one platform, but I want to play it on the other platform. So it becomes who's going to sacrifice their money to buy that game on the other platform so that we can play together. And it's as a consumer, that's frustrating. But anyways, back to this. The whole idea with this vlog is, I'm gonna put myself on the spot, put myself in front of the camera. Not that it's my first time by any means. I've been streaming for years. I've been doing the podcast for years now. The podcast has been video for over a year now. But I'm still trying to develop. I still want to grow. I always want to learn and improve my skills. And constructive criticism is the best way to do that. So this is definitely me putting myself out there. I expect I might get a lot of feedback, good or bad, whichever it is. And that's the point. That's the idea. I look for and expect feedback. And that's what I want. I want people to tell me where I could be better or how to improve, and nothing gets better without practice. So as I practice and as I get feedback, I can improve and be better, and I will update and change, and hopefully this vlog grows and expands over time to become something more than just this. It may not, who knows? It could just be me piddling around for a little while, but the idea and hope is that this will evolve as I do, as a creator, as a personality, and we'll see where it goes. Maybe this turns into something more. Maybe this becomes something bigger or deeper than what it is now, and this will be a fun little nod back in time, years down the road. But that's the end of this rant for this vlog. The weird little subtitle of DeadPan Dan, because that's me. I'm Dan, and I'm Deadpan. So Thank you and good night.